Hello and welcome to a Sky Gameweek 32 preview. So the last couple of weeks I've made a few changes. One of the first ones I did was Nick Pope to Ramsdale. So far that's worked out well. Today's news though, Nick Pope does have another single game day at least. So I kind of had him half planned to bring him back in anyway, Pope for Easter. So I probably will be doing that either on the 6th or 10th of April. I'm just going to eye up Burnley and see how they look and just make a decision then, I think, because Burnley haven't been doing that great since I've took him out. So yeah, we'll have to see about that one. Another change was Thiago Silva. Saw he started midweek. Actually knowing that he'd probably be rested at the weekend for the Champions League game. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen, but I wanted Thiago Silva anyway, really. Yeah, I also took out Kilman, but to cover myself, I also brought in Rafinha, and on Sunday I actually captained him, and he could have come away with quite a big score, looking at the highlights. Leeds have quite a good little fixture run from now as well. They've got Wolves next, Southampton. They've had quite a big dip as well. They look a bit burnt out, sort of lacking ideas. The captaincy last Sunday though, I basically put up a stats table who's conceded the most goals. Obviously that's Norwich, and literally I changed my captain from Ward-Prowse to Rafinha in the last minute before the game's kicked off. I also brought in Saka as well, for the fixture count and plus the fact that he's on form at the moment. The game seems to be slightly changing towards maestro midfielders almost. Midfielders with flair. Of course, those can also be the midfielders that can get 2-2-2-2 and a double digit or something, but the likes of Saka, Coutinho, anyone who picked Havertz, quite jealous of you, I must admit, especially with like 3 captaincies as well, and 3 lots of double digits. I mean, fair play to anyone who brought in Havertz. I actually almost took out Cancelo. I had Havertz there before confirming the transfers, and I didn't do it. I went to Silva instead. Kept it safe, but yeah, it's one of those things. Also, the Arsenal clean sheet was very welcome as well, because I wasn't really expecting it against Leicester, but they did catch him on a good day. Leicester having played midweek in the Europa League and whatnot. So yeah, that clean sheet of an Arsenal triple up with Ramsdale, Gabriel and Saka, that was really nice. I actually wasn't that happy with having Gabriel because as far as passing tiers go, he was barely scraping them, even against teams that you expect him to get them. Wolves, he barely scraped it. Watford, he didn't even get passing tier. So the clean sheet was very much welcome against Leicester. So it just goes to show sometimes not making a move at all is the best move. I'm fully aware at the moment that I don't own Trent, but I don't think there'll be much between Trent and Van Dijk at the end of the season. They usually get over sort of 200 point mark, and that's probably how it will finish. I decided to stick with Van Dijk. He's less of a rotation risk as well. You can almost see 1 or 2 games where Trent and Robbo are probably rested, so that's another reason for sticking with Van Dijk. And if you look from January and compare his points to Trent, there's quite a big difference there. I think there was a 25 point difference or something. I had a quick scan, and at the moment Van Dijk's ownership is 41.8%, so he's a differential as well. So I'm recording a bit of this on Tuesday night. These are before the midweek games. See how Liverpool get on. I'm glad City slipped up though. They had a few decent chances, but it was one of those nights where they didn't really look like scoring. So that's made things interesting, that's for sure. Currently, as things stand, I'm debating maybe a Newcastle player. The problem is, if you were to go for a Newcastle player, who do you bring in? There's no standouts, for me at least, whatsoever. You've got Saint Maximin, who you never know if he's going to start or not, whether he's ill or whether he's got an injury. He's one of those players you can never guarantee anything with him. So it's a tricky one, really. I mean, do I just keep Ward-Prowse? We'll see by the time Thursday comes round, and I'll update this again. So looking at captaincies for Friday the 18th of March, my captain will be Rafinha. Hopefully he can go mad and finally start returning some proper points. Saturday will be an Arsenal asset. Which one out of the three, I'm not sure yet. I'll probably just stick with the captaincy poll majority for this one. Sunday the 20th, Harry Kane. That's a pretty simple one, really. Leicester, I wouldn't go near at the moment. Yeah, and that's about it for that game week. So it will be a pretty quiet game week anyway, I think. Not one to get too worried about, I don't think. So as I'm here, I might as well go through game week 34 as well. So Salah, 12:30 kickoff, that's perfect. Get to see the lineups. Sunday the 3rd of April, Harry Kane against Newcastle. Monday the 4th, one of my three Arsenal players again. And then Wednesday the 6th, if I fancy it, probably Nick Pope back in and captain. I wouldn't even consider any Everton players at the moment. I mean, they are in like relegation form at the moment. They are terrible. I do have faith in Frank though. I think he can get something out of them, but in terms of picking players for FPL points and Sky points, no, I don't think so, to be honest. So I'm just going to pop on the newly added single game days. So we've got Burnley versus Everton, on the 6th of April. Yeah, again, that's your Nick Pope day. Another Burnley day, Burnley against Southampton on the 21st. Another Nick Pope day. And then the 2nd of May, Man United versus Brentford. That's a tough one, really. Man United have just flopped again. You never know what you're getting with them. Maybe you could take a punt on Sancho for the last couple of games, because I also see they play Brighton, Chelsea and Palace for the end of the season, but I don't know. Decide about that when the time comes. I think a lot can change from now until then. So if you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like and subscribe button. That would be much appreciated. Good luck to everyone, and I'll see you again soon.